everyone. Welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. I'm going to be doing a collective read. Before I get started, I have already received some messages, some things that it seems like you just needed to hear from another person, not things that are completely new to you. The first is happy holidays. I hope everybody enjoyed your holidays. I know that we're still in the middle of certain holidays. So my wish from me to you is that you are able to enjoy them with peace and love and happiness and laughter. I think laughter is immensely important to life. Here's the first message. If you went through this holiday season and you felt a sense of lack or pain or discomfort, either within yourself or with the people you were surrounded by, Spirit is saying, do purposely, not do your best. I'm getting Yoda, right? There's no try, there's only do, right? So purposely separate yourself from that, meaning step back and take a look at what was it? My nose is going off. What was it that was giving you so much discomfort, pain, anguish, sadness? And sit in that feeling enough to where you can start evaluating it. And here's a journal prompt for you. Why was I so uncomfortable this holiday season? And it could even be literally listing out, this person makes me feel this way. I don't like going to this household. I didn't like how my own home felt. I didn't like being rushed in the stores, whatever it is. And Spirit is saying to chew on that until it gets to a point where it's dissolved enough. I know there's a lot of food and eating references here. I think eating potentially might be a big thing for you as a trauma response, if this is already resonating with you. But Spirit really says, like, this is the last of 2024 that you have yet to make peace with. So this is how we make peace with it. You needed to be uncomfortable in those situations once more until you actually and purposefully took the time to evaluate, process, and you will spend the next giving months releasing. Okay, that's the first message. The second message is about this new moon that's happening at the end of December. This is a black moon in Capricorn. And so it's going to be the 30th, the 31st, depending on where you're watching this from. And what is this? Okay, so how do we use these new moon energies to really work for us? It's going to be one of these things, to put it super simply. You get to take a look at, so even more journal prompts. What was it that you said that you wanted to start doing in December, but you didn't because the holidays kind of got in the way? This is your last chance and your second chance in December to really evaluate, okay, what is it that I said I was going to start doing? Because Spirit told me to start doing X, Y, and Z. And I said I was going to start doing X, Y, and Z, but then life ABC'd its way into my aura, and I wasn't actually able to see everything through to fruition, or I didn't make this phone call, I didn't stop doing this, so on and so forth. So you can really self-evaluate yourself over the next coming days and even a couple of days after the new moon. But it's very important for you to reset those intentions with SMART, SMART, Google it, goals, so that you can be very specific and methodical about your way through the next moon cycle, at least through the next 30 days. Bite-sized chunks. This is not Spirit saying, okay, it's the Western calendar New Year, so let's create an intention for the entire year. That's not what Spirit's message is here. Small bite-sized chunks will help you see the change that you originally wanted, at the beginning of this month actually happen. Okay, all right. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Help me deliver more clear and concise messages to the collective. Should anything negative pop up, immediately return it back to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household. And I don't want it on the viewer. Okay, what additional messages? Starting with some oracle cards. What else do we have for the collective, please, Spirit? Thank you. Limitation. This is, again, this message of you standing in your own way. And initially, this was, the message was, what was it that you weren't able to do because the holidays kind of got in the way, and you had to stop planning one thing for yourself and start planning several other things for other people, or the holidays kind of got in the way energetically and there are just too many people around outside, shopping and on the streets, and you used that as an excuse to say, okay, I'll just wait until after the holidays. This is self-limiting beliefs. Sometimes I have an issue myself. I wouldn't say that I'm a perfectionist, but I will say I used to procrastinate a lot because I wanted to be able to see all of the pieces, and I even wanted to be able to see the outcome before I felt comfortable enough going and doing. I'm no longer in that energy, but and then some people like to pin it on, maybe I have adult onset ADHD. And so when I go and I start doing something, I get distracted and I have to do this. I get distracted, I have to do that. Other people say, and I'm a mom, so I can say this. Other people say, well, I have mom brain. And when I try to make a beeline towards whatever it is I need to do, for example, I just need to go upstairs. But you'll hardly see any mom just walk upstairs without stopping to grab this sweater that was left on the couch and stopping to grab these shoes that were left by the base of the stairs. And then, wait, I need to turn around and go grab this from the kitchen because I might as well take it, like Rachel Ray yourself through the house, grabbing everything all at once so you don't have to make multiple stops. These are responses to life events that slow you down. And I'm not saying that you could, a lot of people view it as the optimal way to use your energy, but sometimes spirit just wants you to get to that point. Hold on, my dog wants to get out. All right, I'm back, and I just got the timer was at 7:55, and then when I just looked at the timer just now, it said 7:57. And 757 for me is a download number. So once I'm done telling you this about the limitation, we're going to look up 755 together. Okay. All right. So it's not about anything else. You have goals that you have set, and these goals are for your greatest and highest good. They directly relate to your purpose. Now, your goal is going to be different than that person over there and that person over there and you right there. All right, so everybody's goal watching this is going to be slightly different. You have, however, been standing in your way. So it's time now to say, Spirit is saying all the other stuff, we've cleared it for you. The holidays, for the most part, have dwindled down. You cannot use that as an excuse. People will be leaving your household soon. You will be going back home soon. So start being intentional and do not allow yourself to stand in your own way. Stop using excuses. Whatever it is that God and Spirit and the universe have been guiding you towards, whatever passion it is, whatever health thing it is. So let me get specific, because I feel like I feel like not everybody thinks about things the same way. So let me get specific for you, okay? All right. Is this a health-related thing that you have been pushing towards the back burner because A, B, C, and D? If the answer is yes, then this is Spirit saying, stop allowing those things to stand in your way. Start it now. Don't start it tomorrow. Start it now. Be intentional about your health goals. What does that look like? Write it down if you need to. Make a calendar if you need to. Make a vision board if you need to. Is it about finances? Is there something budget-wise that you have not been doing that you said you were going to start doing? All the same stuff goes with that. Is it about creating your own business? Is it about cleaning and purging your household? Is it about an investment? Do you see what I'm saying? So it could be all of those things. It could be one of those things that have been just glaringly I got to work on this. I got to work on this. And you haven't been. The 44 number on here is also an 8. So that's why I'm getting the 8 is internal power, is the strength card, is the courage, the taming your inner beast, taming your acting without planning habits. Yeah. This is probably a year of planning. And for those of you out there who are OCD about planning, it's not something to be used as a crutch that will also limit you from getting things done. But it's about having a plan. You're going to hear that a lot from a lot of different readers. What is your plan? Now put it into action. All right, let's look up 755. It's funny how I said, let's look up 755 and it stopped on 757. So I guess I'm going to tell you what 757 means because I already told you that is a download number for me. I know that I'm either just got a download or I'm getting ready to get a download. 757 is claircognizance, right? So this is welcome spiritual downloads for 757. If you are seeing 757, the realization you are presently having is a game changer. Your angels are acknowledging that you've downloaded some major spiritual insight that is going to create ripples of change in your own life. The thing you have to understand when you're watching these channeled messages and these tarot card readings is sometimes they'll say, oh, something big is about to happen. Big for you and I, we think is catastrophic, like massive change, right? Big for the celestial realm, the universe, the godly realm, so on and so forth, the angelic realm. Big is something small to them because they can see the whole picture and they know that this one small thing that you did is going to create massive change for your life. So you have to take words like this in your own head to like kind of like with a grain of salt, in that when it says major change, you're not going to immediately receive a massive lump of gold just sitting on it. The leprechaun isn't going to come to your door and say, here you go, I've been holding it from you this whole entire time, but the divine said you're ready, 757. It doesn't work like that. It's small things that make big changes, okay? I like 757 because I used to live in the 757, so hey, to my Virginia peeps out there watching. Okay, so 755. Ooh, unfamiliar territory. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home in the unfamiliar that is surrounding you. The world around you that you created feels awkward and unpleasant at times, but that is just because it is new. Your angels acknowledge this feeling. Familiarize yourself. Familiarize something today. Okay. Make a friend. Make a new space your own, or put your unique spin on an existing idea that you have encountered, or put a unique spin on an existing idea that you have encountered. That runs right into this self-limitation that you have been feeling. Maybe you just have not actually acknowledged until now. All right. So this is something that, whatever it is, this is something that has been in the works for a while in your energy, in your life. And it's like every time you go and try to tackle it, you might get a step ahead, but it doesn't gain so much momentum that it goes and it keeps going. And so the question or the way to reevaluate that is to ask yourself why. And it's the whole insanity thing, right? If you continuously try to tackle it with the same people around you, with the same energy, without a plan, it's going to continue to fail. I think for a lot of you, a part of this is to ask yourself, why my hair is doing a thing. I apologize. I think for a lot of you, the thing is you have to ask yourself, why is this one particular thing or this list of things so important to me? And each and every single object on that list or item on that list is going to have a different reason why. It's not going to just be for your greatest and highest good. For example, why would I want to create a better, healthier lifestyle for myself? Why would I want to do that? I have a heart thing, right? So, and I have kids. So for me, health is I want to get my heart right, and I want to be here for my kids. I want to be here for my grandkids, so on and so forth. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it has to be very specific for each item. Tangent, yes, but I think that a lot of you need to be hearing this, which is why Spirit led me here from the very beginning before I even pulled any oracle cards. What else do we have? Whew. Clearing and deprivation. Wow. Okay. Clearing. So this is, I told you, this is your last little tidbit. Your last little tidbit. Remember we were talking about earlier, that last little tidbit of what is it that makes you uncomfortable and why? Because you're supposed to be paying attention to those things, and over the next coming months, like I said earlier, you're going to be releasing it. This is a 5 and this is a 1 with a 15. The 5 is change and the 1 is clarity. So change through clarity. And the 6 is forgiveness. And it has a lot to do with love relationships. Love relationships, whatever that looks like for you. So this is the last final clearing of that. I am being called to the book for this deprivation. This deprivation is a 3 and a 4, which is a 7. So there's something hidden that is now being revealed to you. Let me see here. I feel like sometimes people, when they watch channeled messages or tarot readers, and the tarot readers pull out the guidebook, I feel like people have the audacity to think that the tarot reader on the other side, well, they just don't know their cards. That's not true a lot of the time. The Spirit will tell you, nope, don't go off of what you see, go off of what you read. One of my divinations I have is bibliomancy. So I see words. I can pull a book. I could ask Spirit a question and pull a book off a shelf based off of where they tell me to go, and then they'll lead me to a phrase which will give me my aha moment, and then that will be the answer to my question. Tap into the abundance of the universe by sharing your heart. Okay, so stinginess and withholding, deprivation. So this is a message specifically to those of you out there who are readying for a partner. You've been in your own energy for so long. It feels so long. You've been in your own energy for so long that I'm feeling like real, almost like it's not a negative energy. So when I see it, I'm getting like a white picket fence around yourself, right? So like, that's not like a negative energy. For a lot of people, it doesn't have a negative connotation. It has more of like oh, pretty, that's pretty. But the fence doesn't have a gateway to open it. So it's almost a rigidity. Like you've made your energy yours for so long, and on an intellectual level, you're ready to, you want in this new year to invite a new love in. But on an energetic level, there is no opening in your fence. There is no gate. So Spirit is saying, where can you create an opening so that this new love can come in? I see a lot of memes on social media, a lot of videos on social media, and they talk about how, dating in your 40s and you've never been in a healthy relationship before. So when people start being healthy and communicating with you, you're like, ugh, stop, stop smothering me. And so it's really asking you to take an evaluation of what it is that you really want in a relationship and how that might actually physically look when that person has come to your energy. And don't be so shut off by how social media is like, this is a red flag, that's a red flag. Yes, 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 yes. You have to have enough trust in yourself to understand that you will have the awareness enough to spot any unhealthy behaviors in a person sitting across from you. But are you open enough to be available energetically for that one to be across from you, so that you can have a conversation with that person, so that you can receive information from that person? It's about trusting yourself, number one, and it's about trusting the divine. Okay. All right. So that's what that deprivation card is. Open yourself up just enough to where you can receive and have trust in yourself. Okay. All right. What else? What does the collective not see coming? I have a flipper in here. What is this flipper? I have a flipper. The 10 of, I have several flippers. We're going to take all of them. We got the 10 of Wands. This is leaving burdens behind. This load, the startup, think of a startup company. This startup of your new self for 2025, it's going to be like running in water for just a little bit, because it's new energy that you're bringing into yourself. But it's okay, because you are strong enough now to overcome anything that is thrown at you. I feel like a lot of people are just sitting in an unhappiness over. I feel like a lot of people are sitting in an unhappiness over romantic and love familial connections right now, and have an unstoppable desire for all of that to just disappear, like be taken care of. Yeah, we get the 4 of Wands in the reverse, and then we get the Temperance in the reverse following that Ace of Cups in the reverse. And it's a lot of pressure. I think, though, that the thing that you have to understand is a lot of the pressure is coming from yourself for it to immediately happen, whatever it is. I am getting a lot of mind and body being out of sync. So as you start putting pen to paper on your plan for this new moon, really start looking at what can you do energetically to get yourself back to being grounded. It's almost like this holiday season came in and just caused like a whirlwind of, your energy was here and it was calm, and now it's like, and it's uneasy. And maybe some of y'all have gone back to the things before that were addictions, in that you've gone this whole time without, ingesting like sugar and liquor, and now your body's all swollen because you just went overboard. But there's still peace and harmony in your house, in your house, your home, inside of your body. It's still there. The bravery that you had to pull on and lean on in 2024, it's still there. The yearning for happiness and love and peace is still there. And this is Spirit saying, allow yourself to forgive yourself enough for what has potentially happened over this holiday season, to say, okay, it's a minor hiccup, it's a minor setback. The overindulgence season is done. Now it's back to me. Okay. the last question I have for the collective today. What energetically is moving towards? Okay. What energetically is moving towards the collective? We got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. A lot of you are feeling so dissatisfied. A whole bunch of I'm getting Romeo and Juliet. What satisfaction can thou have tonight? And it's almost like Spirit is saying, what satisfaction can you have right now? When we're working on this big, huge, massive thing, what is it that you need right now that will make you feel an inner knowing that them are working towards your favor? Okay, so if that's the energy that I'm getting, Spirit, please help me with some advice for the collective. What advice do you have for the collective? Just got the Three of Cups in the reverse, but it went back. So that's you isolating yourself from other people's dissatisfaction in their own lives. So basically some alone time is what I'm getting as well. So okay, so I asked, what is your advice? We get the Eight of Swords in the reverse. We get the Ace of Cups in the upright. And then we get the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. It's about I'm getting a lot of people with health issues, needing to pay attention to their health, and then financial stuff, really needing to pay attention to their finances. Okay, so right here, it's like, okay, so overindulgence could have definitely, and this is like an obvious thing, right? So spending way too much, and now you're like, there's however many days left in December, and I don't even know how I'm going to make ends meet. I guess it's sandwich season for the rest of December. Okay, so there's a lesson in that. We don't do that anymore. We don't overextend anymore. That's advice number one. And yeah, it's, the amount of people that I saw out and about. I live next to, I'm in a master plan neighborhood, or whatever you call it. And right outside of the neighborhood is like an outdoor mall and several outdoor shopping spaces. So it was just packed out there. I was just trying to go to the store. My kids wanted tacos. So I tried to go to the store on Christmas Eve and get some salmon and some taco stuff. And it was just ridiculously packed. It's almost like nobody planned. It's almost like everybody was like, I need to get that one more gift. You don't. And then on the funny part about the planning is, I know a lot of people are out there are like, it's not that I don't know when Christmas is or whatever holiday is, it's not that, it's just that I always feel like I have more time. And there it is. That's a message again. Where's your planning? Planning is coming up a lot, including around money, including around health. All right. This is an abundant year for you, in all of the ways coming up. But it's about being creative and positive, remembering that. Hold space for that. Hold space for that abundance that's coming. It's there. It's literally right there. It's like you just have to be ready for it. The universe needs to see that you're going to handle things differently before they bless you here on out. New relationships, new opportunities, new fortune, love, joy, health, spirituality, creativity, positivity, intuition increase. It's all out there. You get the Ace of Cups. How are you going to be ready for each and every single one of those things? It's the same message over and over again. All right. The beginning of a new thing is awkward. It's like running in water. You're gonna look goofy AF. You're new to it. You're gonna misspeak and you're gonna misstep. It's okay. Be forgiving enough of yourself that you can release. Okay? Freedom is already here. It's within you. All right. A lot of cliches, and I apologize for that. I actually don't I should start making stickers for bumpers, but who even really, I don't have bumper stickers. What do you use? What do you use instead of bumper stickers? T-shirts? Hoodies? Maybe I should go ahead and start a line of t-shirts and hoodies. All right, guys, that is your message for today. I immediately just got dizzy, so we'll figure out what that's about. If you appreciated today's message, please do not forget to interact by liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. Right now, I am currently working on zodiac specific videos for January, and I will be doing 2025 year ahead. So that's what you get to see from me for the next coming days and weeks. All right. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.